Coming off of a slightly down year, the Nashville Predators are hoping to rebound in 2023-24. They've rebuilt and reloaded, shedding some veteran talent and bringing on some new veteran talent, hoping that this rejiggered lineup will bring them back to glory. Fans down in Smashville are hopeful that this team will be able to bring them back to the playoffs, but I am not one of them. Nashville Predators, here's why I hate your stupid team.
I never heard of half of these guys. The ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
The Nashville Predators enter the 23-24 season looking very different than they did this time last year. Longtime stalwarts like Matt Duchene and Ryan Johansson are gone. By tearing everything down at the deadline, Nashville enters this year with a forward core that's almost entirely under the age of 30. Philip Forsberg is one of the most senior members of this core and figures to be their leading point getter. He'll be joined on that top line by two new mates, Ryan Life of O'Reilly and Luke Evangelion. Cody Glass and Colton Sissons return as two of the worst second-line players in the NHL, joined now by old man Gustav Nyquist. Meanwhile, the third line that should actually be the second line consists of Yakov Trenin, Tommy Novak, and Kiefer Sherwood. Philip Tomasino and Juuso Parsnips will get fourth-line duty and a chance to develop, but Nashville's strength is really on the backline and in goal. Roman Josi is still a Norris Trophy candidate every time he steps onto the ice, but he's paired with Luke Schenn, who is the stone in his sails. Ryan McDonough and Tyson Barrie, while a little bit older, are a sneaky good second pairing who will provide some stability to their younger third-line pairing of Alexander Carrier and Dante Fabro. And in goal, use is loose. It's Juuse Saros, one of the best goaltenders in the world, somehow eclipsing his predecessor Pekka Rinne. Kevin Lankinen is a serviceable backup, but honestly they don't really need him, with Juuse Saros going about 60 games this year. While I think Nashville has one of the weaker middle six forward lines, their defense is so stout that they're going to win a lot of games by only giving up 2 goals.
Anybody got an idea?
With David Poyle's retirement, Nashville brought in an old bench boss, Barry Trotz, to lead the team from the management side. He brings in Andrew Brunette, a former Nashville Predator player, and one-time successful coach in Florida before being inexplicably fired. Seen here asking his boy Muncher if he wants to get out of the bar and go get a slice of 2 a.m. pizza, Brunette has only a single year of NHL head coaching experience under his belt. However, that year was really good because he led the Florida Panthers to a President's Trophy and their best record in franchise history. He'll now get the chance to make that poverty franchise look stupid once again by probably taking the Nashville Predators right back to the playoffs and maybe even their first Stanley Cup.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the new guy.
As I said, Nashville retooled a lot over the course of the offseason after shedding all of those high-profile contracts. Ryan O'Reilly is now their new top-line center, replacing Ryan Johansson. He'll bring some great veteran leadership and probably be an awesome setup man for Philip Forsberg and Luke Evangelista. Luke Schenn is now in here to bolster the defense, along with Gustav Nyquist will bolster, quote-unquote, the middle six. Preds fans, you better pray that 27 points last year was just a fluke and not a sign of Nyquist's decline. But that contract's gotta be looking real ugly real quick.
You gay Irish fireman, you're okay, but you I do not like.
As a Capitals fan, there's no player I love seeing succeed more than Philip Forsberg. Just completely thrilled. Love it. Awesome. But Forsberg is one of the great pure scorers in the NHL and one of the leaders in Nashville. Ryan O'Reilly, I think, was a great addition, and Roman Josi is just an absolute stud on the blue line. Nashville's core might be getting a little bit up there, but they've still got a good 2 or 3 years, in my opinion, before things start to get really ugly, so the window for them to make the playoffs and make a run, in my opinion, is still pretty wide open.
All right, Raven. You really told that jelly off.
Honestly, I'm very bullish on the Nashville Predators, probably more so than a lot of people. Juuse Saros is an incredible goaltender who can always be a threat to win the Vezina. Roman Josi, like I said, always a Norris Trophy candidate. The only thing about the roster that worries me is that their top 9 forwards are pretty weak, but with Andrew Brunette back there as head coach, I think that this is a team that is making the right moves and moving in the right direction. And I don't think it's out of the question that there's another playoff run out of Smashville coming.